The introspection expressed in this journal is not affiliated with nor reflects the views of any public or private entities. Let's embark on this audio adventure together. Please enjoy.
Okay. I was in bed. Sorry.
Rising to the call, I'll give my life and all. Good news, everyone.
The things I do for love. Who the hell cares?
Hey, you are watching a master at work.
Rising to the call, I'll give my life and all.
Hello, what's good? How you doing? You're welcome to Celia Selects. A lot of info to give you today. Obsequious, an adjective, obedient or attentive to an excessive or servile degree. Man, for those just tuning in, I'm from Jersey.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I'm sure part of the country is like, if I hear that state one more time, and the rest of the world is like, okay. I just want to discuss the importance of moving.
Sounds good.
I lived in 6 states.
Why?
Jersey, of course, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. Georgia is where my mother's side of the family is from, where I've spent half of my life. Just before COVID became, such an issue, I moved to Chattanooga, Tennessee after meeting a woman online and on Hinge, and ended dramatically. But I'll explain later.
Oh my goodness.
Not today. But anyway.
Processing.
Before in 2018, I stayed in Virginia, which also ended tragically. Next, I made the choice to move to Pennsylvania mid-COVID, and still, absolute travesty. So, I decided to move to Florida, and, well, back in Jersey. So,
I'm so sorry.
we see how all that worked out. Great, we get it. You're a piece of shit when it comes to relationships. Got it. What's the point? The point is, I wasn't afraid of just going out to experience new scenery, climate, culture, economy, though that started to be the same. Because if you remember in the entry education, I needed to earn my keep through experience, since I didn't have the education and the knowledge necessary to start something which would have blossomed into a career. At times, I moved because I was running away from disorder I caused, and I don't advise anyone to do that. Even though we all do that at least once in our lives, but I'm saying save yourself some mileage. When I stopped running, I began moving with intention, and my reasoning will not be featured today. But perhaps you need resources which aren't readily available where you are and somewhere else has it, right? The real question I needed to ask myself, the real questions that I needed to ask myself were, will I be able to execute my plan once I've gathered all necessary materials? Is this going to disrupt someone's life or put myself in unneeded jeopardy? How long do I plan on being where I'm going? If what I'm seeking to accomplish fails, will I have the temerity to reconfigure previous plans or create brand new ones? These are just some of what I deemed important to know the answers to, which ultimately made me complete the circle. The circle of life. Okay, I'm sorry. It was random, but sometimes this shit gonna be a little bit random. Now, I know in the tag I mentioned citing sources, but for this particular topic, I think it's best to observe and formulate an informed opinion based on the info readily available to you. Mainly because the last thing I want to do is publicize outdated data or cite sources that may be credible but are a bit biased.
Acceptable.
So, first bullet point.
Are you there?
Consumption countries. Feeding on the weak. Most human beings who have decided to function as a civilized society has an understanding that you don't prey on children and elderly. Boom. But what about those who have no physical ailments but really can't fight, or those with no mental disabilities, other than the idea that they can express themselves in a mature manner to defend themselves, right? I know some of y'all are saying, man, fuck them. I ain't no hero. If I'm out here saving them, who the hell is supposed to help me? Well, I suppose it's a fair argument. in the realm of self-preservation. But like, if you allow them to fall victim to some true hunters, trained to slaughter, what makes you think you safe? Feel me? Sure, you might own a home or two, rental spot in an affluent area, maybe a yacht. How about none of these? Just a condo, 2 luxury cars. You're upper middle class with a dog, 3 children. Food chain is dwindling, and even you consider yourself well off. What's your level in the new economical system, not based on the old info you save? I don't know anything about immigration other than a good deal of people who come pissed if you mention it. So, let's do it. I sincerely am unsure about how many nations are resource rich, but from playing both sides, if the nation is being depleted to support the rest of the world but do not have enough for themselves, well, likely a management issue. Whether that's promising too much or lying about how much is possessed to begin with, then rationing needs to be reevaluated. So natives will seek home. Basically just seek home elsewhere, which is understandable. Now, let's say none of what I said is a problem, but there's an ethical or cultural difference. Again, I understand why people leave. Now, if the individuals who left to seek refuge in other resource-rich nations do not possess skills to add to the society, adapt by adopting values set by said nation which help keep it intact, or adequately supplying nutrients to replenish resources, I completely understand why natives of that nation would be reluctant to allow more people there. Listen, some family members, friends, exes, current partners, co-workers, etc. are being ignored by you right now, all because they ain't worth shit, or something that you did that makes them say you ain't worth shit. Oh, everyone they know, zero plans of payback, no skills to aid themselves even. You got some motherfuckers who ingest shit for the simple sake of being bored and end up wasting the shit, Could have used it for another day when they were certainly more in need, or giving it away for a charity. Look, it's always been an equilibrium to this shit, so of course this ain't to cause a frenzy. Every so often, there's some impending calamity threatening to destroy life as we know it. Luckily, we have the required knowledge to restore our natural order, despite the fear-induced material perpetuating such collapse. Well, get to the haiku. A frozen desert, shimmering snow crystals, reveals winter's grasp. Song of the day, I am likely going to butcher this. I think it's New Genea, Marechia with Celia Kameni.
to